Good morning and welcome to the Trading Lounge, where I try to take $1,000 to $100,000 as fast as I possibly can as a rookie day trader. Fairly new, only been at this about 6 months. This challenge account was created in December, and we're slowly churning away at that goal. Started off pretty hot for the first couple months, took a dive in the first couple weeks of February, and now we're kind of starting to tick away out a little bit. Dare I say we're on fire. We've had a few winning days in a row, including today, which excites me. We are up today. It's kind of, let's pull it off the screen. Always a few of those things that kind of start out. We are up today. It's kind of hard to see. It's up here, but it's $29.54. The only stock we traded on this account today was MTEK. The stock showed up this morning. Now, here's the deal. Like I tried to trade a couple other ones, or I wanted to. HTOO was one that I pulled up on the scanner. Let's pull it up over here. HTOO. It's 1 million float. It's hard to borrow, and it came up on the scanner. I wanted it. I was watching it. I was ready, but look at this is not very sexy. Okay, like we just have all these topping tails, like a massive topping tail, all these topping, just wicks after wicks. It's been that kind of morning. There wasn't really anything super hot. Yesterday was really hot, and today I had to really like focus and pick my battles. And I mean, we're green today, so I think we won. You know, we have about half the buying power left, and I will log in if I can in the after hours and see if something pops. I tried to trade yesterday in after hours, and I forget what ticker it was, but Webull would only let people liquidate that ticker, which is kind of frustrating. So I've contacted support, their clearinghouse or publishing house, whatever you call that. They're the ones that are controlling that. So it's kind of the same thing that was happening with Thinkorswim, where you were unable to trade like riskier stocks. The clearinghouse for Webull is doing the same thing. And so I'm trying to figure out with Webull if there's a way we can get that lifted, because I like certain aspects of Webull, but on Thinkorswim I could trade it. I was able to trade it on a test trade. I didn't trade it. I had someone in the Discord test trade it. I forget the stock. It's irrelevant, but it was kind of annoying because now my Thinkorswim account is cleared to trade anything, barring some weird thing. But like at Webull, I came to Webull because I couldn't trade things on TOS, and now it's the reverse, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Anyway, that's been kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. So this stock hit the scanner, HTOO, and then it just didn't really hold up. So obviously the MACD is going to be positive when something's just running up like crazy. And then what we're looking for is the EMAs to spread out, which is they're all everything's kind of fanning out. Don't worry about that VWAP I just marked off, because that can kind of be anywhere at that point. But this thing moves up, it pulls back like crazy here, and then another candle opens, another pullback. We get like 3 of these pullbacks, and then I'm thinking in my head, okay, we've got this triple top right here ish at like, I think it was like 437 or 438. I'm thinking if this candle opens and goes above 438, I will try to get it. It did. It actually opened. It shot above this. I watched it. I did not get in. It came up, ripped right back down immediately, and then proceeded to continue down in a downward direction. Now, at the time I was like, I think that is a trade I could have made, and I probably would have been right. Like, wait for the 1 minute candle pullback. So you've got this green candle here, you got a red candle here, and then this candle finishes, this one opens like right in here, and then whether it comes down, I forget what it did, or shot up first, but it goes past this candle, and I enter in and take a profit up here and call it a day. So it's a possibility, but doesn't quite fit the profile. Like this sell volume right here, we kind of would like that to be, we like that red candle to be less volume than the green candle before it, but it doesn't always have to be that way. So that's one stock I was looking at today, and the other one was, if I click in here and I just type there we go, XAI. This one was definitely a hot stock today, and I did not get in on it. I wanted to, I really did. But I was kind of looking for something this morning. I ended up trading something that was very similar to this, but I was looking for something this morning that was yesterday stocks were just, there's a few stocks that were just moving a lot. And I was looking for something similar. I didn't want something that was going to be choppy, especially in the pre-market. That was going to take forever to climb. I wasn't feeling it. I wanted to scout my way up to my wins today. And so actually I stepped away from my computer. No, not on this one. This one popped up. Yeah, I did step away from my computer. Sorry. Anyway, it pops up right here and you get a little pullback right here. So you get this little pullback. I didn't get in right here. So I was still kind of waiting for that 1 minute pullback on a red candle. For example, if this candle would have shot up above this candle, right? So you got a red candle. It's got lower volume than the previous candle before it. And if this would have opened and shot above that, I probably would have entered, but it didn't. And so I just waited. And as I was waiting, it just kind of curled back here. Actually, this is a good cup and handle formation. There's a cup here. I drew a little extra to make it look great. And then there's like a little candle. So this is like a teacup. And I was actually watching for this moment, and I didn't go in. I think it was 208. Let me look real quick. Yeah, 208. And I'll mark this off with a line. I was looking for, I saw this formation happen, and I saw that, and I was hoping that would go above 208. Now, at this point, I wasn't going for a pullback or a candle over candle high. I wanted it to break the high. I wanted it to be a new high of day. And then this forms right here. I'm watching. It actually passes 208. And I don't get in. And at that point, I kind of knew, I just have decided that this is not the stock that I want to trade. Should have taken that trade. It did exactly what I wanted, 208. The profit target, I don't think, didn't come here. It would have probably came in the next candle. And technically, if I'd have had a moving stop loss, I wouldn't have. I would have scalped it because that's what I've been doing, especially in the morning. But if you had a trailing stop on this when you went in at that point, this thing could just kind of came up here until it started to teeter off, and you could have probably made quite a bit of money there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's the name of the game, really. But then the stock that I actually traded today was MTEK, and so interesting about this stock is, and the same thing happened yesterday. I went to the bathroom and I came back, and this is what I saw on the screen. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. This is what I saw on my screen was this. So this is the scanner I've been using by Warrior Trader. I'm going to start working in some other scanners. I've just been sticking with this scanner for now because I'm trying to come out of a drawdown. So I'm just trying not to change things up. I really want to focus on getting out of this drawdown, getting back to where the account was at 4,000 or so, and then play around a little bit. So just really trying to focus here. So I'm sticking with one scanner for now. But yeah, I got in here a little bit late, and what had happened, let's see, where are we at? Yeah, I got in a little bit late. And so where I stepped in, I saw, where did I get in at? Where was my first entry? Oh, it was on this pullback right here, actually, over 227. And yes, 227 right here. Yeah. So I was waiting for, this is like a kind of like a triple quadruple top right here. And I'm just using whatever terms, whatever I want to call it, right? So by the time I got here, I kind of see this happening. I see this red candle form right here. I'm like, okay, well, this candle opens and goes above here, I'll buy in. It didn't. This candle opened and it went above here, and I decided I was going to wait a second on this. And is this the stock? HTOO. Oh yeah, no, this is it right here. We're on the right one, yeah, MTEK. And I was waiting until, I think this was like 227 or something like that. I wanted this candle to open and go above this level. And I got in right here when it did, and then it didn't hit my profit target. I waited and I exited right here for a little bit of a profit. Nothing crazy. And then as I was watching it, I'm like, okay, I think if this thing can break, I'm watching this whole thing happen here. And I'm like, if it can get over $3, then maybe we'll have something. So right here on this candle, again, there's pullbacks happening the whole time. That's what these wicks are. All these wicks are typically pullbacks on the 10-second chart. But I'd already done my pullback strategy right here. Now I'm already in this stock, and so I'm looking for any opportunity I can. It doesn't have to be a red candle, 10-second red candle 1 minute pullback. And so at this point, I'm like, I just think that if it breaks over $3, we might have a chance here to really burst over $3. I was wrong, at least right here. It was this moment right, not here. I was on this candle right here. It was this candle right here. I approached $3. I tried to buy in. It didn't work. I think I got in at like $2.95. And then this candle actually went over $3, but then it came back down. I got out at like $3.98 for like a few pennies. And then I waited. So technically this was like another red candle, pullback. It's less volume than the one before it. And we have two candles that did that. Now this candle shows, this volume shows red, and it is red because the candle is closed red. But what was happening here actually was this candle went red, this candle went red, and then we had an opportunity for this candle was turning green and going up. And so you could get in here at like $2.92, but I was waiting again for it to get over $3. So when it kind of make a new high, when it crossed over that line, I punched it. And when I saw that it came up to like $3.15 and came right back down, I exited. Just little scalps, nothing crazy. These were not the most beautiful entries and exits. I actually don't mind the exits because I was respecting stop losses, taking profit targets when I noticed things weren't going to go my way. And this was the end of the day. This is right before the bell rang. It's like my last opportunity, I thought, to really make money. And so I was trying to really make a little bit of money here if I felt I saw the opportunities. And we did okay. I think the first one, it's kind of hard for you guys to see here, I think, but the first trade I did right here ended up being 7 cents. The second trade, when I tried to make that break of $3, ended up being 3 cents, where it went over 3, but didn't hit my profit target. Almost did though, and then came back down. I'm like, I don't want to wait for it to stop out. I just want to take my profit there. And then that second time I tried to get it to go over $3, so I entered a little bit late. I caught it at 3.05 when I was trying to catch it at like $2.99 or $3. And then I exited as soon as it dropped down for 3.09. So that's 5 cents. So I think over this is like 15 or 16 cents between these three trades. So that's $30 on $1,500 of buying power isn't really that great. But who's to say? I'm in this thing, and who's to say the stock doesn't do what the two stocks did yesterday that we traded? Where it just starts to run up and run up and run up and run up. I gotta, you can't play the game unless you're in the game. That's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of where my mind's at. And I was hoping today was going to be hot too. So let's take a look at the data. I did add each of those trades in as individual trades. Why wouldn't I? They were all wins. I do with the losing ones as well. We started with $1,000 back in December, quickly doubled that money. Thought we were hot. We were not. We lost most of it in the first couple of weeks of February, and we're learning how to respect stop losses and come out of drawdowns and be very disciplined. And I think I'm kind of starting to figure that part out. So we added $1,200 when we thought we were something, and we weren't. Lost most of it, and we currently have a profit of $879, which I am happy about, and I'm grateful that the account is back over 3K a couple days in a row now. I'd love to get it up to 4K, back to where it was before we had the big drawdown, and then we can learn from this and put out a wonderful recap video on how to get out of a drawdown if I can figure it out. We have traded for 42 days. We've got 46 winning trades for a win rate of 74%. And the graphic is starting to kind of move in the right direction. We just need to keep moving up there. And I will try to make a trade today in the after hours if I'm available to do so with that little bit of buying power I have. But it's going to have to be like, the stock really has to be a banger, because I don't want to risk losing on a green day. So 3 green days in a row, I think it is. I have to go back and look. Might be 4. I can't remember. But very happy about that. So I hope you guys had a green day, a green week, and I will see you tomorrow.